Welcome to HEB Plus in North Leander. Alright, 23 miles, 35 minutes, 247 watt hours per mile. So there, a lot of the road after I turned off 1431 is 45 miles an hour. So I'm sure that made a difference. It's slightly uphill, but not much. So anyway, wow, cool, awesome. What's that? Yes, people say that you're supposed to be able to get better performance. Of course, what is it? It's 96 degrees right now. So the air conditioning is going to be going like crazy. And I don't have the heat pump, so it's not going to be quite as efficient. Anyway, whatever, peace and harmony. So FSD purposes. Okay, so I didn't have FSD on, but one of the neighbors had two cars parked out in what should be the road. I'm sure they think it's not the road, and whatever. Until the city pays it, it's just the way it is. So anyway, the car did, FSD, like I said, FSD was not on, but you could see the noodle, although it was gray, the noodle was going around the cars. So he was thinking about it. All right. The Highland Lake Boulevard stop sign, FSD did reach out and grab it. Okay. Brake to turn FSD off. Turned FSD back on at Bowman Ford. All right, so I think I'd actually go up a ways up Bowman Ford before I could turn it on. And that was no. Sorry, I'm forgetting. How can I forget this one? The magical Tesla traffic light. Oh my goodness. It threw up the message stopping for stoplight or traffic signal, and slowed down 35 miles an hour, but never really stopped. I mean, if you're going to stop, you should stop. But anyway, there was no traffic behind me. I just let Tesla do its thing. I'm sure it's really important to Tesla to continue to do this. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. It is what it is. Okay, so since we're coming up to North Leander, navigation wanted to use Nameless Road, which sounded like a great idea. Nameless Road was great. I mean, the one curve, it slowed down to 30 miles an hour. Oh my goodness, I don't know. So it's full of that. I'm nervous about this. I'm stopping, then okay, I'm going to accelerate. It seemed to have a real hard time in some places with centering in the lane. So it was kind of dragging towards the center lane. In fact, I think we went over it a few times. So, but there's no traffic there to enforce anything, so we're okay. So coming up into North Leander, so to speak. So Nameless Road basically goes out to 183 or Bell. So you just follow the loop around. There was a minivan that was when I saw him, he was stopped. But I guess he decided that pulling out next to a black Model 3 was too much of a privilege to let go by. And so the car reacted to it. The FSD reacted to it. Slowed down pretty significantly, but we were already going past him, so then we picked back up. So no big deal. All the traffic lights handled well. It pulled into the HEB parking lot. Now I will say that I found it odd that he picked a particular one. I don't know why he picked that particular entrance. The minivan who tried to T-bone me, and he didn't really, but you might interpret it that way. He also was turning in the same entrance. Anyway, I might have been tempted to use the traffic light to go left and come up the side entrance, but whatever, navigation got us here. So instead of parking in the area that FSD took, or navigation took us to, I went much further down. There was a lot of cars parked there. I don't know what's going on over there. But whatever, peace and harmony. Pretty good drive, actually. Oh, I should be scared for later on. Yes. All right, check you later. Okie dokie, home again, jiggity jog. 23 miles, 36 minutes. 36 minutes, wow. And 241 watt hours per mile. Yes, so I guess the it's a little bit downhill slightly from HEB, and then of course from Jonestown it's downhill, sort of, anyway. So there you go. Wow, cool, awesomeness. Let's see, interrupt coming out of HEB. I just didn't trust him to stop. I mean, it kind of looked like he was going to, but it just, it's that comfort thing, right? If you're not comfortable with it, you can't do it. All right. And then going out Hero Way, I'm on the inside lane, and it's going to go down to one lane. So I have to get to the outside lane. And knowing that Tesla follows the strategy of, hey, if I don't see a paint line forcing me to go over to the right or to the left, I'm not going to do it. It doesn't, you have to kind of cooperate with the other traffic to merge over. There was enough traffic that you had to cooperate. All right, so FSD off at that point. And then coming up on Loman Ford, of course, the light was red, right? Left turn was red. So the car's just going to roll right into the middle of the intersection. And I get it if you're going to make a left turn immediately, but if there's a car coming the other way, you have to wait. All right, so yes, I went past the line officer. I'm sorry, FSD was driving, but I as soon as I realized FSD was not going to stop, I braked, and I stopped. And I tried to stay as much out of the intersection as I could. All right. Magical Tesla traffic light. There was a truck a fair distance away. It was actually a UPS truck. But I didn't want to wait for him to catch up, so I used the accelerator to accelerate away. Oh, so the turn from Nameless onto 1431, oh man, I was nervous, but the car did it right, or FSD did it right, so that worked out well. I mean, he creeped up, got his view, and stopped there, and the car that was coming through, well, that's not fair, is it? Okay. Anyway, so the car was coming through, came through, and then there was another pickup further down the road. The car was kind of like going slow about it, so I gave him some accelerator to push him along. And once he got straightened back out on 1431, it was good. He just needed a little bit of accelerator to get going. Whatever. There's so much going on right there. I mean, I get why he might be nervous. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. All good. Let's see. So going back to turn on Loman Ford. Once I got on Loman Ford, of course, I turned into the inside lane, which is where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, turned FSD back on. Up at the, I guess it's Texaco. There was a pickup, a big pickup pulling out with hauling a boat trailer with a boat. And of course he's accelerating slow as molasses in the wintertime, man. Slow. Anyway, so the one Suburban that I had passed before, oh, he came up like a rocket, man. Boom. Made sure I didn't get over in front of him. Okay, fine. I mean, they're not even going to turn right when I turn right, so whatever. And then there was a white pickup who Oh yeah, he accelerated hard too, just to make sure he got in front of me. Okay, fine, you win. So after that, the traffic, the outside lane's clear. Right turn signal, switch lanes. FSD doesn't want to pass this boat trailer. He's really nervous about the whole thing. So I give him some accelerator, get him going. Probably a little too much accelerator, but whatever. It got him going. And once we passed, once we got to the S's, I switched back to the left. Just before dawn. Sorry about that. Just another spam call. Anyway, just before we get to dawn. So, like I said before, there's a white line that comes up. Once you go past that white line, if you're in the outside lane, you have said you're going to turn right only. You're not going to go straight. You're going to go right. Okay. If you're left of that line, you have said you're either going to go straight. Well, so there's a left turn lane to go down to left Paloma, whatever it is. So you're going to go straight, right? So just before we get to that white line, about 10, maybe 15 feet away, right turn signal comes on. Why? Where are we going? I thought we were going down to Boggy Ford. Maybe I can't read the map. I don't know. I heard I'm a human driver, not FSD. Anyway, I typically describe this as California Road Ranger wants to prove he's in charge. Okay, he's not in charge. Whatever. Hit the turn signal down, cancel it, and we continue up to stop at the light. This has to be frustrating to people. My left turn signal comes on sometimes, I'm not doing anything. My right turn signal comes on, it goes off. Right? How do you know what this car is doing? Or what the driver of this car is doing? And who's the driver? Well, technically, legally, it's Ray, but FSD is getting its chance. Anyway, come on, man. You gotta drive safer than this. Okay, whatever. Where are we? We're going down. So the white pickup who storm troop back by us in the outside lane, we catch up to him in the 50 zone. What's he going? He's going like 44, 43. Right? He forgot where he was going. Now he knows he's going to make a right turn on Boggy Ford. But it's like, the black Suburban that wanted to kiss. It's up the road. There's nobody in front of him slowing him down. Okay, whatever. Stupid human drivers proving why sooner or later it's not going to be the government. You don't have to worry about the government. Right? There are too many conservative Republicans in Congress to make you buy an EV with autonomous driving. It's just too much political fraction there. But guess what? Chances are you live in a state that requires you to have insurance. I bet you do. I know in Texas you have to. Now, do I carry uninsured coverage? Yes, I do. Why? Because some people don't. And why don't they? Because they think they can get away with it. Okay. Anyway, where I'm really going is, sooner or later, insurance is going to realize that requiring you to use autonomous driving is going to be a savings for them. And so they're going to require it. It's going to be the finances. It's going to be the money. That's where it is. Not the government. Right? There's two things will probably happen. One is, wait, it's a lot safer, you said? Yes. Well, we kind of want that because we keep our costs low. It's going to either be that, or your friends, the Russians and the Saudi Arabians, are going to jack up the prices on gas. What's that you said? I live in Texas, yes. Guess what? We refine oil here. We make gasoline here. So it is ever so slightly cheaper than other places where they don't make gas. You're right. And what are they going to do? They're going to buy from us. More market pressure, the price will go up. You can make your choice. I don't care which one it is. I mean, I already have FSD in this car. This is part of what this video is about. So all you guys are going like, oh look, I can run off the road and go around that car, and I did hit him. Oh, and how much that cost? It cost $20,000 to fix that car. What? Yes. How's your insurance? What? Your insurance only covers $1,000? That means my insurance company has to sue you for the $19,000 plus all the cost of bringing you to court. How much can you afford? Right? Be a little bit more enlightened. A little bit more intelligent. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Okay, so, all that said, how did it do today, Ray? All the interruptions were niggling little stupid things. I mean, granted, running into the intersection with 1431 and Loman Ford is not exactly legal. That's why they have a white line there. You're supposed to stop behind the white line. But unless you get in an accident, chances are you're going to get a ticket for it. Now, you do that downtown Austin, the cops are going to come after you if they're around. Okay, whatever. Now, this was almost all rural roads, so it was relatively light traffic, relatively easy to deal with, but still, he did it well. I guess the grade's an A. I mean, he's doing better this time. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony.